Hey there, toy collector friends and Transformers fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC, that's the time traveling toy collector, and I'm back with the Transformers Legacy United G1 Universe Autobot Gears. Now, again, Gears is a fantastic little figure, another one of the reimagined Minibots from the original release of Transformers back in the 80s. It's not an 86 Studio Series line figure by any stretch of the imagination, but it is one of those figures, much like we saw with War of Cybertron across the ranges under that banner, where G1 figure designs had been revisited to really give us that sense of G1-ness that we were never able to have back in the day, because again, the technology and the engineering just wasn't there, and it certainly wouldn't have been affordable. So all those little tiny mini-bots that did so well and created so much excitement and enthusiasm for the brand and generated so much imagination, because frankly they couldn't do anything. If you saw my Brawn Studio Series 86 Brawn figure appreciation, you saw that I brought the G1 Brawn in, the original G1 Brawn, and just the differences in articulation ability are staggering, which is why I think it's really great that we've got this missing link subrange emerging, and it seems like we might be seeing a Cliff Jumper and a Bumblebee original mini-bots reproduced as missing link, so looking identical but with the added articulation like we saw with the Optimus Prime. And again, if you've not seen that, I do have a missing link Optimus Prime video for you to go and check out if you want to see what all the fuss is about. Anyway, that's them. This is now, and this is Gears. So before I carry on with an overview of the figure, and then we'll see what he looks like in both modes, do please like the video, and also, if you can, drop a subscription to the channel. You don't have to watch every video, but it really helps me, because it helps me get to my next milestone in terms of subscribers. So there's no commitment to watch everything that comes along, but it does mean you won't miss anything, or the chance to see anything when it does. And sometimes there's giveaways and things like that, so don't miss out on those. Just hit the subscribe button, it's completely free. And again, if you can, like the video. And what's not to like, because here we have G1 Gears. I've already posed him up, because you know what, one of the things I love, and I can't wait to have a few more of these. I'm still digging out some from the War for Cybertron line. They crop up at conventions and things, because I really want to get a full complement of these. I never really had them as a child. I had a couple, but not very many. But predominantly because I just thought they looked a bit dim in robot mode. I wasn't being hoodwinked by the vehicle mode. I was far more interested in the quality of the robot mode, and so many of them didn't really deliver in terms of the quality of the robot mode. Nowadays, of course, especially with the wonderful work that's being done to sort of rekindle that G1 vibe. I know not everyone's up for G1 vibe, because that wasn't their experience. It might have been G2 or Beast Wars or those kind of things, and that's fine. But for those of us for whom G1 was, you know, the go-to, because that was our lived experience at the time, these are terrific. They capture the essence beautifully, even down to the head. They are very reminiscent of the G1 cartoon. Now again, this has come out under the Legacy United banner, but if it came out under the Studio Series, I wouldn't have been Studio Series 86 line, I wouldn't have been surprised. It's excellent. The head is excellent. Again, we would not have had any head articulation in the old days at all, and we have it here with some expression, because there's also a bit of tilt sideways. It's fantastic. Obviously you can see there is all the articulation you would expect. So I'm not going to bore you with a rundown of all the articulation. He moves in all the right places, folks. He doesn't have too much of a backpack. He has a bit of a backpack, but not a massive one. And he does have the flap at the front, which can be lifted up for, and you can see some of the detailing in there. And that's where I'm always minded of from Star Trek: The Next Generation, Lieutenant Commander Data's emotion chip storyline when I think about this. But there's the slot for the all-important cassette to go in. We don't get the cassette feature, but it's lovely they've given us that. And indeed the panel. The panel is in the box separate to the figure, just so you know. Don't panic when you open it and find out that there's no panel there. You have to attach it. Talking of the box, here is the box for a quick look at the box art. It's a non-plastic window. That is Gears in his alternate mode, which we'll see shortly. Transformers Legacy, he's a deluxe class, of course he is. There he is in robot mode, furious as ever. And on the back we have the obligatory product shots, the compartment there being demonstrated, robot mode, alt mode, and it's a 12-step process, intriguingly. So we shall check that out momentarily. There's all the other information. There's the standard Legacy United and 40-year anniversary logo and artwork there, and really that's everything for the packaging. You don't get an insert as you do with Studio Series stuff for these figures, so there's no backdrop for him, but you know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, from a posability point of view, Gears is excellent, and he does have an Autobot symbol, which is something that sometimes is missing these days from some of our Autobot and Decepticon figures, for whatever reason, I don't know. But yeah, so this is Gears in his robot mode, and I think he's great. There is some fantastic detailing, and so where we would perhaps have stickers and no detailing on the mould, now there is plenty of detailing on the mould. I am super taken with the head, I have to tell you that, because it's the case. Again, you've got the sort of the front part of the truck mode there, another Autobot symbol, sort of hanging there on the back, but it's not a huge backpack and it's manageable. It doesn't tilt him over, and it feels kind of robust. You see, it doesn't sort of start falling apart if you give him a shake. An all-round superb addition to the line. What's he look like in vehicle mode? Let's find out as I transform him up. Don't go away, don't touch that dial, and I'll be right back right now. And here we have Gears all transformed up or down into his alt mode, his vehicle mode, his sort of off-road truck mode. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, again, another beautiful mode. The weapon does attach to the side. That's the advised location for it, according to the instructions. There are some other ports. You could port it, you could attach it to the top, but because of the design, you'd have to have it on sideways like this. And, you know, you can do that, but it looks a bit odd. But the best, so if you're looking for discrete storage, on the side there aligns a bit more neatly to the rest of the layout of the vehicle. Again, this is a lovely little transformation. The back's a little bit take it or leave it, and the Autobot insignia there is upside down, and you can clearly see it's his feet if you know what you're looking for. But there is some lovely engineering about these panels that are tucked away within the feet. The wheels are entirely hidden away inside. If you look underneath, we can see little bronze head sticking out there. But yeah, the feet are the wheels are entirely concealed. He rolls okay a little bit. The wheels are fine. They're on those mushroom peg things there. So it does actually roll, but it doesn't roll so well on this, which is more to do with the surface of that than the figure itself. It did roll fine when I first transformed him up. Let's get him in hand. You can see that lovely detailing on the front, the yellow headlights, the silver grille. Again, we're moving into that painted windshield effect that's far more prevalent now in the G1 cartoon style, and we see that also in the recent Autobot Stand 5-pack. So yeah, Autobot insignia there up front. There's not a lot to say about the vehicle mode, but it is very sturdy, very robust. It doesn't fall apart, so it does everything I need it to do. I think it's a really cool vehicle mode. I think, to be honest, everything about this vehicle mode and this figure in general is great. The wheels, as I say, are hidden away inside the body. There doesn't feel like there's much waffling anywhere in the vehicle or in the robot mode. It's really sturdy, and you know, a remarkable reinvention of the G1 version of this figure, and I'm absolutely here for it. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, it's absolutely what I'm here for. and it really whacks me with the nostalgia vibes of the mid and early 80s. So this has been the Legacy United G1 Universe Gears. Have you picked him up? What did you think? How do you think he stacks up against his Minibot colleagues? Are there any other Minibots you're particularly keen to see? Speaking personally, I'm up for a sea spray and a paraglide. Who isn't? But I'm really keen for those to make an appearance. I'm loving what they're doing with these figures. I'm loving it, and here's to many more making an appearance one way or another. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like G1 Gears' new look? Do you think Hasbro are doing a good job on this front? Or do you think they should leave well enough alone and back off? Either way, thanks so much for spending the last 15-20 minutes with me. I know how precious your time can be, and I'm very touched that you spent it with me. And again, if you would like to see other videos of Generation 1 and similar Transformers, or Doctor Who, or Star Trek, or Star Wars, or G.I. Joe, or anything in between, then do please drop a subscription to the channel. Like this video, helps boost me to get to the next milestone, and I very much hope to and look forward to seeing you in a future or past video. In the meantime, it just remains for me to ask you to stay safe, look after yourself and each other, and of course remember that a thing of beauty really is a toy forever. Take care, bye-bye for now.